I'm quite kind of not in a way to portray things in the way I like to portray, and that happens sometimes with we humans. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel Kamal's Corner, and today I'm going to talk about my mental health. Like lately, what is up with that? I was recently not posting anything on YouTube yet. I was planning good content videos, but couldn't video it well and couldn't post it well due to the reasons why I'm here in front of you saying about my mental health, because there is something going in this whole freaking world that we need to resist at some point of time. I was not even thinking that the world was going to change in this view, like that. This view is sort of very shocking view. It's sort of very it's a terrific view which many people would recognize as pathetic, and many people would recognize as one of the rudely or maybe revenge taking things which were going on. And I have been lately reading some articles regarding all the things going on in this world, and that made me sit in one place and think about what the world is going to turn into, in the next 40 years or next 10 years. Or maybe I was thinking that it's totally kind of not a waste kind of thing which we want to know about the world regarding the black lives, or regarding any of the lives, and regarding the Kerala situation which was happened, not due to the persons as well. What I recently knew from some of my friends, and that was a bit of trickery, and that was a bit of much things to take in that perspective, and that made me realize at some point of time that it's not the way, and it's not the thing that we should post upon, or it's not a particular movement where you post some videos and people will be viewing that, because many people are in a state of mind which we cannot realize, and they are feeling the same pain what this world is going through, what this world is becoming nowadays. And this is actually a very important discussion to put on, as recently students have been facing a lot of problems, and regarding all the things which is going on, that actually and how mentally affected me a little bit. I was walking, I was thinking about something, and then I used to let's make a video and talk with my all the friends, those who are watching this. And I think your mental health at some point of time, it could be somehow like this. I'm not kind of editing this blog. This is a fair short of thing, very straight up, talking things in a bit way it should be. And that changed many years perspective in this era. It's not only giving a fair judgment to any situations, or giving a fair positive feedbacks to any situations, but it's also unfair to take in the situations in your perspective. That's not gonna change anything in the world. That's not gonna bring back the things where they are later on. And that is a problem, really, man. When you think of something very great, when you think of something very good to happen in the future, but that's not happening. What I think, I am recently studying graduation, pursuing graduation in one of the universities, and I'm finally we were so good in those days before lockdown happened, before this whole coronavirus happened, and we were thinking a lot of things to do, a lot of things to explore, a lot of things to enjoy with friends, with family, with other strangers maybe. And that was a way that we are going to sort of amplify our future and stays this movement. We want to make this movement stayed forever in our life. This whole 3 months we're freaking enjoying it. I was thinking I'd be enjoying it, but it didn't happen anyway, and it turns away to vague or kind of very lame life you are being. I am feeling that I'm being in jail sometime. I'm very irritated while doing some stuff, and when I do to when I used to do them on daily morning routines, and exercise, like going for a walk and then freeing your mind, watching some series and then work and then reading and then cooking, then eating. These same procedures when I was repeating without any other distractions in my life, that made me somehow very irritated. And being sitting here discussing about with you, that made me somehow like, let's talk about this, let's talk about what's happening. And this is what's happening in the world, guys. Like, people are merely taking in things without thinking them even in the same perspective. At last I want to say, just I want to conclude this whole 5 minutes kind of thing. It was just 5 minutes when I took a tour in the world and what's happening. I took that in a video and I taped it, and I was like, this is much what's going on in this world and we cannot stop it. That made me somehow realize that I am a human. I'm going to live in this world. I'm going to take tours. I'm going to take so many good meet so many good strangers, or maybe someone came into my life and someone come into my life and my life changes, or something like that will happen. But there's a stop behind that, like, this will be, if this continues, then we cannot. So that was just a thought about this thing. Like, I think you do not mind about speaking with this in the public area, like a public forum, but this is what's happening. Like, what I'm thinking about the future, what I'll be doing, a sort of many things I'll be creating. But the thing is, like, it's stopping me abiding the situations, what's happening in this whole world. And that's how it takes to be really, really like, it's not overwhelming, guys. It's kind of staying the same we were. And many of people who were employed now, they're kind of going to a non-affordable sort of spots, and they cannot speak up. The people, those who are speaking up, they are going literally very down, that they cannot speak up. That is all due to our mental health, right, recently. So to kind of avoid this all situations, I was listening to Beer Biceps recent podcasts and all the videos he make, and I was recently into that. I was reading some books lately that made me somehow balanced in my life. Till now I'm like, okay, fine, we can talk, we can do something, and then it made me somehow normal. But that's it. Like, I was thinking about so many things to happen, but regarding this portrayal of what's going on, what's happening in around the world, in around our environment, that's totally scary, and that's totally blowing my mind off. And that's how it is to be. Like, let's see what happens